Hey everybody, it's Meteorologist Ryan Hoke here with a special Father's Day edition of the Hokey video blog this Sunday morning. It is beautiful out there for most of us right now, and as we head throughout the afternoon, we're looking for some warmer temps, higher humidity, and yes, there is a small storm chance that we've added there in the past 24 hours. Doesn't look like a big deal, but we'll talk about it. Hey, thunderstorms are on today's Hokey weather fact. Roughly 40,000 of them take place on Earth each and every day. We as humans don't see all 40,000 of these because a lot of them happen near the equator and a lot of times out over the ocean. So yes, they happen each and every day, and there's a lot of them. But yes, 40,000 is the number that you can tell your friends you learned today on the Hokey Weather Fact. All right, Father's Day, highs near 90. Storm chance along and north of I-64. The storm chances go up really, though, as we head toward our Tuesday. Some small thunderstorm chances Wednesday and Thursday as well. We can't take those chances out, and we may need to increase those chances. But for right now, the confidence is low on that, so we got to keep the chance small for now. All right, calmer late week after a cold front moves through Thursday, but this cool down we've been talking about, I don't think it's going to happen at this point. It looks like a ridge of high pressure over the central United States is going to try to re-strengthen as we head toward next weekend. That'll try to pipe in some warmer air very quickly behind that aforementioned cold front. Beautiful morning from our Kentucky One Health SkyTrack network of cameras. At Churchill Downs, you'll see the clouds out there. Temperatures this morning have been kind of finicky. Here's the deal. Early this morning, it was about this section right here that stayed in the 70s overnight. Basically, this section right here from Owensboro to Litchfield to Munfordville, while areas up here near Carrollton and North Vernon were in the upper 50s. All has to do with the amount of moisture in the air. More moisture in this section of the country right there as opposed to what was happening up down this way. So when you have higher moisture amounts in the air cannot cool or warm quite as quickly, and so it stayed warmer overnight because the air just couldn't cool at a rate that the rest of the air could northeast of that. We've had a couple of these small isolated showers south and west of the city this morning. In fact, south and west of Hardinsburg and Litchfield. They have not caused any problems, and really we're not expecting any problems from these as we head throughout the day here. In fact, those will be burning off as we head toward the rest of the morning. It's this section of the country right here along and north of I-64 where we will see most of the shower activity as we head throughout the afternoon. Maybe a few thunderstorms mixed in with that as well. The reason for that has to do with where the moisture is located. We have this plume of moist air that's rising up from the north, moving into southern Indiana and western Kentucky, and it's really along the edge of this high pressure that we're on right now that's allowing for that to happen. We have kind of a ridge of high pressure that has developed pretty much aloft, and that is pretty much over this section of the country right here, but with kind of this weakening right along here, that's where we're getting in these disturbances that are going to be trying to move through, not only today, but that'll be the pattern as we move toward Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this upcoming week as well. Futurecast, the high-res rapid refresh, did a very poor job this morning, but it has now kind of knocked itself back into line and now starting to show what I think will happen for the day. The timing even on it, I think, is pretty good. So you see those isolated little showers to our west through this morning, not a big deal. It's early this afternoon, 1, 2 o'clock, when we start to see those in southern Indiana, isolated thunderstorms with, at times, heavy rain and lightning, but no severe weather expected. And you'll see why. It's because they're not very persistent. They kind of bubble up, go away, because there's no wind shear in the atmosphere for those to sustain themselves. So not a big deal expected, and by tonight they'll be dissipating towards sunset and beyond. Another issue we have to deal with is this air quality alert code orange. Unhealthy for sensitive groups today and tomorrow. This is an extension of the 3-day, really, air quality alert that started yesterday. So the tail end of it will be coming our way through Monday night, and then it will be out of here as we start to exchange air masses out and flush out some of that polluted air. So here's a 7-day breakdown. Today, if you're heading out there, temperatures by about, I'd say, noontime will be in the lower 80s. By about 5 o'clock, we're at 90, and that's when that 20% chance of a shower along and north of I-64 comes into effect. There will be sunshine today. You may remember a Hokey weather fact I talked about several months ago that said when there is kind of a partly cloudy sky, the UV index and the amount of solar energy we get here on the ground is actually increased through refraction refraction and reflection, those words I can't say this morning, of light through the clouds down to the ground, and that can amplify the amount of UV radiation we see. So that's why you need to wear sunscreen today. UV index at a 10, 20% chance for that shower, and with slightly more humid conditions today even than yesterday, when you dry off after getting out of the pool, it won't feel as cool because there won't be as much evaporative cooling off your skin. Grilling out tonight looks like a pretty good bet, just that tiny chance of a shower. Temperatures falling into the upper 70s by 9 o'clock. Tomorrow's the first day of summer, not the first full day, but it starts at 6:34 p.m. with the solar, or I should say the solstice. Summer solstice takes place tomorrow evening. One day until summer. It'll officially begin on our Tuesday. That's when we get this cold front through here. I've been really looking at the data this morning for this, and it looks like this may pass through our northern counties during the morning. As you'll see here on Futurecast, by about 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, it'll be through here, but it may stall out somewhere near the river or somewhere near central Kentucky during the afternoon. Storms would then fire south of that front, and those could be strong to potentially even severe. We'll have to see, though. The placement on this isn't sure, and the timing isn't sure, so we have to kind of time this out closer to time in subsequent forecasts, so be sure to stay tuned for that. They should be out of here, though, by the overnight hour, so don't worry about nighttime storms. Wednesday, Thursday, it looks like we may have an area of low pressure and an associated warm front that may try to move through here once again during that time. And that's why we can't take those storm chances out, and we may very well have to have higher storm chances in here, especially on Wednesday and possibly even Thursday too, because a front will slide through a cold front this time, and it won't cool us down for Friday and Saturday, but it'll at least clear the skies out as temperatures stay in the upper 80s to maybe even lower 90s. Not much of a cool down there behind that front. It's looking weaker and weaker with every run here as we can't get this ridge of high pressure over the central U.S. to really break down completely, and that's why it's hard to really get those temperatures back down to the lower 80s like we hoped they would. Earliest alert outlook keeps us in the 80s for looks like several days here as we head throughout that next week until about the 28th, and then we start to see some 90s come back into the forecast once again. All right, guys, happy Father's Day again from me to all the dads out there. Happy Father's Day to my dad as well. And we will see you guys tonight on Wave 3 News at 6 and 11. I'll be here, and then we'll get you on your way with the latest forecast for the upcoming work week. We'll see you then.